For this session, we will study how to examine NAT on a wireless router, Network Address Translator, using on the wireless router. Okay. So we have already studied this section, that is how to configure the DHCP on wireless router, and which we have already used the same circuit. And now we can go for connecting the wireless router to this router. Home router, we can use router PT, and then we can connect this with the help of cross cable. We need to connect it with the internet line. We can connect it to fast Ethernet 0 or whatever options you will get as per the router selection. You can select it, and we will take one server point and we connect the server also with the help of wireless router. We need to turn on this router for both the connections, that is for 00 and for 10. Now we'll give the IP addresses. Before that, we'll give the IP address and the internet address to this wireless router or the home router. We'll keep this IP address of the LAN connection as it is, and we'll go to internet for internet connection, and we'll give the IP address statically for the internet line. Here we'll give the IP address of the different network, that is we'll use 209.165.200.227. Any IP address you can take it. Then the subnet mask, the same one. Then the default gateway as 209.165.200.224. And the DNS server will take from the same type of a class and same type of a network ID, 202.1. Okay. Now we have to give the IP address to the router 1 to the fast Ethernet 00 as whatever we have given the IP address for the default gateway. So that is 209.165.200.224, and the similar subnet mask. For 10, we can give the IP address as 209.165.201.1. So this is going to work as a IP address for the server or connectivity for the server. Now you have to go to the server. We will configure the IP address for the server. Or we can go from desktop also, it's not a problem. Here you can give the IP address for the server as 209.165.201.228. This slight difference, what we have made is for the internet connection, so that we can try to remember to give into the IP address to the into the simulator. So default gateway we have to give as 209.165.200.224. The default gateway remains same for wireless router 0 and to the server. And for the DNS server, again it remains the same for the wireless router 0 and DNS, that is 209.165.202.1. Okay, so we have already seen the connection or the connectivity between this system and the wireless router. Even then we can just check for the giving the IP address of server. First of all, we'll check for IP config. So we have got the default gateway as 192.168.1.1, that is of this wireless router, and 1.50 is the IP address of the system. Now we can ping with the server, that is ping. We'll give the IP address of the server as 209.165.201.228. This is the IP address which is assigned to the server. Yes, so we got the reply to set up the path, and it took some time, so it has come as a request timeout. Even then we can try once again by giving the ping command. Okay, so this is the first part to check the connectivity between the system to the server. Now we will study how to work into the simulation mode, because we require the TCP connection between this system and the server, and then the accessing of the web page by this client to the server. So with the number of intermediate devices, it may be the routers, intermediate routers, and we have the wireless router as a home router, and the client wants to access the web page. So we can go to the simulation mode, edit the filters, and make the show and all none. We can just select from the miscellaneous only TCP to check the establishment of the connection, and the HTTP to check for the web browser whether we can access the web browser from the web server. Just close this. At the same time, in the previous section we have studied already that how the web browser through the clusters is connected to the web server and how it accesses the web pages. Similarly, we can make the system with the web browser's connection. Here we can give the IP address of the server again, that is 209.165.201.228, and we can just say go. It will show you the flow after some time. Till that it is not going to show you whether the web page is open or no. So here there is a PDU which has come because we have already selected the TCP, and If we'll run the simulation, it will start working for it. But before that, what we will do is we'll take one complex PDU wherein we can give the port address and here you can see the PDU. Yeah. We have to take the complex PDU. We have to create the packet at the browser side, that is of HTTP. We can give the destination IP address as server's IP address, that is 201.168 and source IP address 192.168.1.51 or whichever the IP address was given to us was assigned to any of the three systems. By default, the port number, destination port number comes as a 80 because the web pages or the HTTP page will have the 80 port number, and the starting source port we can give any number as 1000, and we want to set up the simulation timing as 100 you can take or 150 you can take as per the requirement. Create the PDO. And now we can run the simulation and see the procedure, how it works. Take the window little this side so that we can see all the procedure. You can see there is a transmission of the packet to set up the connection, that is for the TCP. So it will send the acknowledgement that I have connected with you if it is connected. Now once the connection is established and the destination is the same one, then it starts with the HTTP packet. So here the HTTP. Now you can see this window after some time. So here you can see you have got, once the TCP is TCP packets are transmitted, the connection is established. After that you can get the HTTP packets. Once it starts the HTTP packets of web browsing, it will get the web page on the web browser of this client. We had minimized it before to see this packet transmission over this route or over this path. Hope you get benefited with this video. Thank you.